Chevrolet.
And where are we? Row 2, John?
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 11, Corey Fanning, driving a Chevy Monte Carlo out of Maplesville, Rhode Island. Exotic Rays, the sponsor on that machine. Outside of him, the 19 car, Chevy Camaro, and that's driven by Ryan Lineham out of Coventry, Rhode Island. International CDL, the sponsor on that car.
Nice looking ride. Row number 3 to the inside, Frank Latois Jr. He drives the number 33 machine. Good looking ride for Frank. He's out of Weathersfield on a GRP Services machine to the outside. It is the number 55, the Hammer, Sean Monahan behind the wheel, and the Critical Signs Chevrolet.
Inside row number 4, car number 31. It's a Ford Mustang, and the 31 car driven by Stephen Potter out of Warwick, Rhode Island. Outside of him, the 14X Chevy Malibu. That car is driven by Rick Charette, and he's out of Vernon, Connecticut, the BC Motorsports entry.
5 rows back to the inside. It is the number 74 Chevy Malibu out of Bristol, Connecticut, Delina Auto Parts. Henhouse Barbecues, Joe Arena to the outside, the number 22 machine. Good looking ride, a Seacock regular in the finished grade Chevy Camaro, Scott Sirenetsky Sr. out of Johnston, Rhode Island.
Inside row number 6, car number 116, Jimmy Silva out of Middletown, Rhode Island, the Equinix Scooter Repair entry. Outside of him, car number 76, that is John Hannafin, driving a Chevy Camaro out of Quincy, Mass, All-American Racing Series entry.
And back to row number 7 now. It is the beautiful number 71 of Redmond Halton coming in from Thompson, Connecticut. He goes to the inside. High up onto the outside is the number 30 machine. Good looking ride as well. Anthony Kohler, that's a Chevy Camaro out of Warwick, Rhode Island, in the Kohler Racing machine.
And number 3 truck car is next, Jordan Pearson. Don't know where he's from, but it looks as though he'd be driving a Chevy Camaro. Outside of him, car number 43, driving a Chevy Monte Carlo, and that is Joe Kohler in the Kohler Motorsports out of Cranston, Rhode Island.
Yeah, that number 3 machine is coming all the way down from Bangor, Maine.
Okay.
Good looking ride there. Twisted T on the side of that car.
That's right.
For Jordan Parsons.
You're
okay,
right.
Up next, row number 9 is the 19 Connecticut car, Kyle Giro. He drives out of Baltic, and to his outside in the 02 machine, Mark Palin. Palin coming in from Millbury, Massachusetts, in the PAR Signs and Graphics Pontiac Grand Prix.
Next up, Kyle Giro out of Baltic, Connecticut, the advanced overhead door. He'll be driving the number 19 CT car. Outside of him, the 02, which is a Pontiac Grand Prix, Mark Palin out of Millbury, Mass, the PAR Signs and Graphics entry.
Row 11 to the inside goes the number 24 car. Late entry, Randy Waterman Jr. to the outside, the number 73 machine. Larry Barnett scheduled to go out of Moosup in the Nats Racing machine. That is Leadfoot Larry.
And the last row is car number 17, Chevy Monte Carlo, and that is a late entry, Troy Waterman out of Danielson, Connecticut. Outside of him on the last row is 75 CT Chevy Monte Carlo, Chuck Harrison out of Stafford, Connecticut.
It looks like the Exit Realty Pace Car Camaro. Lights are off. 35 laps is the distance. 375 Pro Sportsman. These guys are ready to rock and roll right here at Thompson. Full fendered action. This is going to be good. Side by side, full metal contact, I like to call these guys.
Full body, that's where it's at, John. And we've got car number 17, who's doing a little catch-up here down the front straightaway. But the Exit Realty Camaro pulls it in.
No doubt, Camaro's off the speedway. It's up to the drivers now. Corey Hutchings to the inside. The 75 is on the outside, and it's a drag race into turn number 1.
2x2, side by side. Say into turn number 1. In between. Down the back straightaway they go. A little bit of sideways up front. They straighten it out and they go.
We got a car up into the wall in turn number 2. Unfortunately, it's that Twisted T number 3 machine out of Thorndike, Maine. That is Jordan Pearson behind the wheel. Let's hope the damage is minimal to that number 3 car.
Yeah, it'll be a long ride home, John.
You know, looking at the lineup, that number 75, I think I mentioned that was Ryan Waterman. No, indeed, that number 75 that is on the outside of the front row is Chuck Harrison, a Stafford Motor Speedway regular. Chuck Harrison, one of the Blewett Motorsports machines, but boy, what a nice looking ride. John Hannafin behind the wheel, a regular, I believe, at Seacock, the All-American Racing machine out of Quincy, Massachusetts.
Right. Well, for the Sportsman division, you've got some newer looking cars, the Camaros, the Mustangs, and then you've got some cars from yesteryear. Looks like the old Monte Carlo SS body style and the Buick Regals, old Cutlasses.
Yeah, talking to a lot of the drivers, a lot of guys looking at some of the newer body styles. It's not a cheap switch over. You would think, oh, just put a different body on it, but it is not a cheap switch over. And so a lot of the guys still running with the Buicks, the Monte Carlos, and even the Pontiac Grand Prix.
Yeah, Cutlasses and whatnot. Yep. Yeah, the old style, the old school. And those cars worked well.
Oh, yeah, and still do. Yes, definitely. Look at the leader right now, the 36 car.
That's right. Older style Monte Carlo.
Unfortunately, that Twisted T number 3 of Jordan Pearson, he goes to the infield, and the damage looks fatal on that car.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's going to be a long ride back to Maine for that fella. Maybe he'll spend the weekend anyway.
Don't forget, Top 10 Challenge still on. Get to ExitRealtyChallenge.com and pick those top 10 drivers, and you can win that $30,000 machine. And they're going to do this at every Exit Realty Challenge event this year. So whether it's the trucks or the sportsman, you're going to have to find out when you get to the racetrack.
That's right. You might have a better chance of winning a good scratch ticket.
All right, 2x2, our pro sportsman ready to restart. 4 laps into this thing, 31 laps to go. This time you got to Corey Hutchins and Chuck Harrison on the outside. Harrison does not get a good start, but Hutchins does. So going into turn number 1, side by side, Corey Fanning, he tries to get to second place, goes side by side with Hutchins down the backstretch.
And it'll be 1-2, single file, 3-4 as they go into turn 3.
Single file out of turn and number 4 now as Harrison takes over second spot again from Fanning. Side by side a little bit later on down the speedway. It looks like the 74 machine. Joe Arena trying to get to the inside of the 76, but Hannafin's tough. Way up on the outside, that's for position number 10. Up front, it looks like top 9 cars. Single file here, Blaze.
Yeah, as they go into turn 3, it's still single file. Caution free thus far. Looking good.
The 33, Frank Latois Jr. trying to move and advance that machine up towards the front. He's currently running in position number 6, looking for position number 5 around Sean Monahan. Cannot get it done. Way up high, almost into the wall. It was the number 43 car.
And the 76 and the 74 now follow in single file as they go into turn 3 again. And it looks like it's a freight train as we get out the front straightaway here at Thompson.
Don't forget, first race of the season here. And the Pro Sportsman, they will return to the Waterford Speed Bowl on May the 26th for their next event. So look for the Pro Sportsman. Go to ExitRealty.com Challenge. And the Pro Sportsman and trucks are on there. So once again, single file up front. Still all Corey Hutchins, but Chuck Harrison's right there.
And Troy Waterman in the 17 entry, he made his way to pit road as well. Obviously problems on that car as he heads down pit road. Back up front, it's still the 36 car.
Chuck Harrison now trying to do it. Here comes the 55 of Sean Monahan. He gets up in the rear bumper of the 19 of Lynham. So Ryan Lynham running in the 4th position, but Monahan wants that spot. He's going to try to pull side by side. Speaking of side by side, here comes the 22 of Scott Saradinsky.
And here comes Sean Monahan looking side by side, a little bumper to bumper, side by side action in turn 3. So down the back straightaway. Monahan's a tough customer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Hammer up to 4th position now. He sets his sights on Corey Fanning. Meanwhile, up front, it is still the 36 car. Corey Hutchins and the Perry Lathrop Chevrolet.
And there's some competition on that 36 car too, John. 75 is knocking on the door. Still single file all the way around this racetrack.
Yeah, keeping it safe, keeping it green. Mean, clean, and green into turn number 4. And boy, look at Harrison. He's right on his rear bumper now. Here comes Harrison in that number 75.
Yep. Well, who knows how long this is going to last, but he looks down low again.
Good to see Chuck with a quick ride. Chuck normally competes at Stafford on Friday nights in our street stock division over there. Here comes Frank Latois to the inside now, trying to get around Lynham. That's for position number 5. So Frank Latois trying to get up into the top 5 with the 33 car.
And Lynham in that 19, that's an old school type Camaro, making his way around.
Yes, good to see those late 70 Camaros still surviving in the sportsman division as well.
Yes.
So lap traffic now starting to be a factor with the leaders as the 36 now tries to hold off the advances of Harrison in the 75.
Well, if you notice the 36, John, as he comes out of turn 4, there's a little smoke coming out of the right front of that car. Oh, and they're side by side.
Okay, that is actually Ryan Wardeman in that 75 machine, running second spot. So Ryan Waterman in that 75, trying to get around the 36 machine of Corey Hutchings. With Sean Monahan.
Latois. Still a side-by-side battle with that 19 car.
Once again, lap traffic here as the field
big roll. Yeah.
Field gets around the number 7 machine. Now sets its sights on that number 19. Things are getting crazy out there.
Not kidding.
Ryan Waterman, that is the car that is in second place, trying to chase down your leader, Corey Hutchings. Fanning is in third. Here comes Monahan. Monahan's got a run going on. Top 4 cars trying to pull away from the field. Lynham in 5th. He drives the 19. Then a hard-charging number 31 coming up through the pack. That 31 is Steve Potter behind the wheel. He's running very good as well.
And Frank Latois with problems down the back straightaway.
That's a heartbreaker.
It is. 33 car. If he can make it to the pits, I guess he will be able to.
33 car trying to get off the speedway. That's Frank Latois. We're halfway home. Halfway home here.
We got side-by-side action.
36 car will loop in turn number 4, and that will take our leader out of this race. Corey Hutchings in the 36 car in turn number 4.
Not too happy.
He's trying to get back out of the speedway. George DeCoster, he will throw out the yellow flag, slow the field down, but a heartbreaker for
your neck of the woods, kind of. Well,
somewhat. Yeah, Westerly, Rhode Island, a little bit, bit closer to the Speed Bowl.
Yeah.
The 116, there's a car that you see pretty much racing all over New England. Jimmy Silva behind the wheel out of Middletown, Rhode Island.
That's a Chevy Camaro.
Yeah, one of those old-style Camaros as well. Penthouse Barbecue brings us Joe Arena. He's to the outside of that, the 5th row, I believe. As we get ready to restart, looks like the Exit Realty pace car lights are out, and Blaze, we're ready to rumble here once again.
That's right, Bob Potter Jr. driving that Exit Realty pace car. Of course, his father, multi-time champion, modified champion at the Waterford Speed Bowl. They're 2x2, side-by-side, John, as we get set for the green flag once again.
Well, let's see if Ryan Waterman can hold off the advances of Sean Monahan. The hammer's got it hammered down into turn number 1. Monahan goes to the high side, tries to get around Waterman, now crosses him up, goes down low, tries to get the job done underneath.
Oh, and they are pretty much side-by-side down the back straightaway. We've got a car in the wall over in turns 1 and 2.
Number 76 car up into the wall between turns 1 and 2, and now a problem. It looks like the 116 as well.
Yes, that's right. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, we just gave him an attaboy. Now he's up in the wall between turns 3 and 4. Tough. We're going to the races every Friday and Saturday night, regardless.
Yeah.
All right, George DeCosta says cross them up. Boys, we're going to go green flag racing. Looks like one more to go this time by. Let's see what happens here as the Exit Realty pace car. Beautiful Camaro. Exit Realty. Yep. Beatrice Associates, and the pace car lights do go out, so the 75 machine of Ryan Waterman brings the field into turn number 1.
And Sean Monahan's going to line up on the outside of him, and not looking to play any games. Sean Monahan, hammer time.
Yeah. Yeah, when the hammer's feeling about it, when the hammer feels there's a victory to be made, he will definitely go for it, that's for sure. That car is quick, and he's got a lot of experience in not only sportsman, but in modifieds as well.
Yeah, he's got several cars.
As we get ready to rumble here, 28 down, 7 laps to go. Let's see if we get a green flag this time out of turn number 4. On the gas, and boy, sideways goes the 75.
Oh, and they touched down the front straightaway.
Full contact racing going into turn number 1. 75 of Ryan Waterman to the inside. Up into the wall. Let's see if he can correct it. Yeah, Ryan Lyman down the backstretch, able to hold on to it, but he's going to lose that great positioning that he had. The 22 is Serenditsky. Here he comes in the car number 22. He goes side by side with Corey Fanning.
And it's Monahan, your leader, down the front straightaway as they cross the stripe. It'll be Sean Monahan, although Lynham looks down low.
Lynham looking good, but here comes the 75 machine of Ryan Waterman. Waterman trying to draft off the rear bumper of the 55 of Monahan. Down the backstretch, we got some smoke in turn number 2 and a car into the wall.
Yes, we do. It looks like the 19 cars blown something. And they did put a good show on last year at the final event at Waterford. A lot of cars. I can't believe that. I think there were, well, about many cars at Waterford as there is today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And we're expecting just as many May 26th for our next event at Waterford. These guys pretty excited about it. Good prize money up for grabs, and it's good racing. You can see the rules have got these cars really close. No runaways here.
That's right.
These guys are running side by side, just the way we like it here in southern New England.
Well, that's right.
Pace car lights are out, Blaze. We're going to go green flag racing this time by.
They're crossed up 2x2, side by side.
Let's get 5 laps in here. Get this.
And that 36 car of Corey Hutchings is making his way to the front again as he sees he's in the 8th spot right now.
Well, good call there. I didn't see that coming. Corey Hutchings back out on the speedway. Here we go. Green flags out. Side-by-side action. Waterman to the high side. To the outside is the 55 of Sean Monahan.
They make their way in turns 1 and 2, and it's Monahan with the advantage as they come off the banking here in Thompson.
Monahan with some serious horsepower to turn number 3. Picks up a 2-car length advantage. Serendensky goes to the inside. Here goes Serendensky trying to get around the 75 of Waterman. Not an easy guy to pass.
Monahan in command.
Down the backstretch, only a 1-car length advantage for Sean Monahan. Here comes Scott Seredinsky Sr. He's got that 22-car crank it almost into the wall. Goes Waterman. Now he gets a punch from the rear from the number 11 car of Fanning.
As Ben Dodge would say, power slam.
74 car dirt tracking it out of turn number 4. Thought he was at Lebanon Valley. That's Joe Arena behind the wheel.
Yep. And look at Kohler making his way in the 30 car to the front, little by little.
Up front, top 5 cars trying to pull away from the field. Here goes a battle for the lead. Monahan with the advantage. Seredinsky, he wants it. Here comes Scott Seredinsky Sr.
And Monahan covering that low groove so that he can't get by, but it's not going to work this time by.
3 wide as we go into turn number 1. No, Seredinsky thinks better of it. Here comes Ryan Waterman. Right now up front, it's still the 55 car of Sean Monahan.
And almost was 3x3. Back to 2x2 as they go into turn 3. Monahan with the advantage.
Monahan doing everything in the book to hold back not only the 75, but also the 22.
Now
comes Seredinsky. The lead goes over to number 75. Sideways goes to 75 of Waterman.
Seredinsky takes advantage of that sideways mishap over in turns 1 and 2.
What a race. White flag is out. Scott Seredinsky Sr., he will take over the lead, driving that beautiful number 22 car. Sideways out of turn number 4 is the 55 of Sean Monahan. He's up to 2nd.
That was that. I thought that was white flag lap, to be honest with you, John.
As the checkered flag comes out for the number 22 of Scott Seredinsky Jr.
Yep.
As I'll tell you what, that was quite the race right down to the checkered flag. As we get ready to go down trackside and talk to our trackside reporter, Blaze Broder, as Blaze down there getting some cool air in. I'll tell you what, a little cool this evening, but a great night for stock car racing for sure. What a great day here at Thompson. And stepping.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Seredinsky. What a great show you guys put on. Congratulations by the people here in Victory Lane. Because the icebreaker cube, if you will. A little cold, but a good night for racing. You took the lead with 1 lap to go, Scott. What a show.
Awesome. It was awesome. Glad that we were welcomed here in this new division. I got to thank my car owner, my guys, Pete, Muzzy, Ray, my family, everybody that made this happen. We weren't even racing this year, and we put this together kind of quickly, and I'm blessed that we did, and believe me, I'm very thankful. So I want to thank all my guys, everybody that helped, sponsors, Ray for the power, Bud, thank you very much, Pete and Jariah. The best excavating company you'll find this side of the Northeast by far. It's finished great.
Well, we talked to you earlier in the pits before we even got started this afternoon, and you didn't seem the confidence, but what a job, man. A great show you guys put on.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Marshall Hurley, everyone that put the 375s together for us, and thanks all the fans. Thanks all our military for making this all possible for us. Thank you.
Okay, Scott, congratulations to you once again. We'll see you again. John Gates.
Okay, Blaze, guys, thank you very much, and a very excited Scott Saradinsky Sr. goes to victory lane. He's got to be a